Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? Bienvenidos de nuevo a VHX. Yo soy H-Senpai y estamos aquí en la parte 2. Estamos viendo junto con Dipsu la parte de la Liga de la Justicia. Así que Dipsu, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué tal, Senpai? Aquí a todo dar, viendo y viendo lo de DC Comics. Jeje.
Ok, bueno. A ver.
My Batman. Go ahead, Ben. What do you got?
I hope you guys are enjoying DC fandom.
Ben Affleck,
and I'm
Ben
really
Affleck.
excited for you to get a chance to see Zach's ultimate version of Justice League on HBO Max next year.
Well, thank you, Ben. I'm excited for everyone to see the film as well. It's cool. What question do you have?
Patrick Mendoza wants to know, who is your favorite superhero of all time? You know the answer to that. But
1, 2,
go
3,
ahead and
1,
answer
2,
it.
3.
I guess my favorite hero of all time, other than Batman, would have to be, sort of staying in the DC world as I do. It's got to be Dr. Manhattan, from Watchmen. I think, I don't know, for me, he's like this super cool quantum superhero whose time, space, reality, all those things are at his fingertips. So yeah, it's gotta be done. Other than that was awesome, Ben. Thank you so much. That was cool and appreciate you stopping by. I think next, is it Superman?
Hello everybody, my name is Henry Cavill and I
¿Quién?
Henry Cavill.
have a fan question for Zack Snyder from Swapnil.
Basha.
As a storyteller, what is the dynamic between the Justice League that is important for you to present on the screen? Zack, over to you.
It's a great question, and thank you so much. I think the important thing for me to see as the Justice League comes together is this idea that, like, a lot of them basically are loners, right? You have Batman, who lives in a cave. His only buddy is Alfred, really. You got Wonder Woman, who, after Steve's demise, she's been kind of keeping quiet. You have Flash, he's got these powers, but he's kind of alone in the world. You have Cyborg, who, you know, in a lot of ways, is not really happy about what's happened to him, this transformation. He's coming to terms with it. And then you have Aquaman, who also is
No metas, no compares al
and
señor
sort
del
of
bigote
thematically
con
them coming together and
Fede,
forming a family and
está
finding
chido, sí,
each
pero pues es
other
poco
support.
contra el
I
gran
think that's
señor del
really
bigote.
what, in the end,
Si son los mismos.
drove me
No
to
digas
want to
mamadas,
see this
no.
happen or see them come together.
¿Cómo va a ser
And I
el
think that
mismo?
when you take all these different
Todo
personalities
meco,
and
sí,
bring them
no,
together into a single cohesive group, it's a fun and awesome dynamic, but also there's a why of doing it.
Nah, hombre,
All
¿cómo
right,
va a ser
let's
el
see, who do
mismo?
we have next? Is it Cyborg?
Hey,
Cyborg?
Zach. What up, man?
Cyborg, dijeron
Ray
Cyborg.
Fisher here.
Cyborg.
You know I am super excited
Cyborg. ¿Va a
about
salir
the
Cyborg?
Snyder
Sí.
Cut getting dropped on
la
HBO
Liga,
Max.
güey.
And there's some folks who have a couple questions
Liga
for
de la
you. The
Justicia
first
parte
question
2.
is coming from Eddie Gordon from the United States. And that question is, which character are you most excited to fully flesh out in your cut of Justice League?
Interesting that
Ray
you should ask
Fisher.
me that, because of course it's Cyborg. Cyborg is the heart of the movie. Cyborg is the thing that I think in the end holds the team
¿Se
together
escucha
in
que
a lot
están
of ways.
hablando?
And
Sí,
excited
soy
to
un poco.
see, or for fans to see, just how that is realized on camera.
And the second question is coming in from Irfan Kam from the United Kingdom. And their question is, when you started writing Justice League, what thematic ideas were you most excited to tackle?
Habla, bro, mientras
Additionally, how much of a challenge was it to keep the tone
Bueno, amigos, pues estamos
mythological?
aquí viendo el
I want to
DC
know
Fandom.
too, so make sure you get
Como
up on
podemos ver,
those.
ya
It's a great
mencionaron
question.
cosas relacionadas a Batman,
when
cosas
Chris and I were
relacionadas
talking
ahorita de la
about
Liga de la
this movie,
Justicia y
I
también de
think
Wonder Woman.
we're big
Y
fans
ahorita están
of
platicando
sort of the
con
Joseph
Ray Fisher,
Campbellian,
que interpretará el papel
hero's
de
journey,
Cyborg.
and also this notion that we would be creating a
Yeah,
team. It's the Knights of the Round Table joining together in an epic adventure, and this is the call to action.
¿Sí
film
viste que dicen
that
que Batman va a
brings
estar en
them
la
as a
película de
story
Flash?
that brings them all together. And I think
Sí, sí,
it is a mythological
se va a
concept to
ver loco
begin
eso.
with. So
Sí, sí, sí.
keeping it mythological, and especially when you think about it, it's Aquaman, it's Wonder Woman, Flash.
Mira
Cyborg,
nada más, va a
and then
estar
Superman.
Aquaman, bro.
You're really
Va a
talking
estar
Es la
el...
about
liga,
¿cómo?
bro. Pues es la liga. Pues si ya la habíamos. Ah, no, no
mythological
fui contigo a verla, sí, cierto.
Okay,
No, me
Let's keep
cambiaste.
them coming. Who else?
Es
I
que
think
fuimos a la de
next
4D
is
y
the
ya ves que
Flash
tú te
himself.
freseas.
Mr. Maestro Zack Snyder, I
soy
mean,
pobre, bro.
what
¿Qué
other
quería?
questions can we
No es
ask? I
cierto,
think
te ofreces.
we'd all like to know if we'll see
Oh.
more of the handsome and
Mira, sí
talented
va a
Ezra
salir de
Miller
nuevo el
in your
mismo
cut.
actor
I like
de
the
Flash.
question has no agenda at all. Very good.
Y también va a salir el mismo actor que hizo
Of
el papel de
course, you're
Aquaman,
going
¿no?
to see
Decían que no iba a
tons more
salir.
of the Flash.
No, pues Aquaman es de las películas que más han hecho dinero de todas estas.
Ezra Miller,
No, pero digo que el actor, bro.
Por
El
eso,
actor
por eso,
iban a...
por eso.
Oh, oh,
Era el de
oh, bueno.
Batman, que decían que no iba a salir, el de Aquaman siempre ha estado ahí bien puesto.
But yes, of course,
Buen punto.
I think people are going to see a lot more of the Flash, and they're going to get to see a little bit more of his emotional arc.
Yo opino que tú sos el nuevo Batman, bro.
I hope they enjoy it because
No
I
están listos.
enjoy seeing you, especially in this format. Okay, looks like we've got we've got something from Wonder Woman herself, Gal
Qué
Gadot.
locochón, bro.
Zach,
Va a estar
When
bueno,
you
va a
cast
estar
me in the
bueno.
role of Wonder Woman, I had no idea what an amazing ride I was in for. It's been life-changing to play this character, mostly because I've got to meet so many incredible fans around the world who love her like
Mientras
we do.
tanto, amigos de la
Fans
transmisión que
who
están
I
siguiéndonos,
hope are all sharing
dejen
this
en los
experience
comentarios
today, because it's all
y
happening
digan
because
qué
of
les
you.
parece.
So, to all the fans
course,
who
buen
asked for this cut,
Ahí tú
you
contestas,
obviously have
Dixon.
your own superpowers because
Y no dejes cables se
just
Brumians,
like the
¿eh?
members of Justice League, you are
Brumians es un
supposed to be
enemigo
you
jurado
in
de
this possible.
VHX.
So thank you.
Pero Rubens es buena
I love
onda.
you.
No,
Thanks, Gal.
Me
I
cae
can't wait
bien
for
mal.
fans to see you
No
in
como
Wonder
tú,
Woman 84,
Fuera como tú, güey.
which
Me
is an
cae toda
amazing
madre,
movie,
pero no mames.
and you are
Ni se
amazing in it.
parecen.
And Patty, of course, did an amazing job. So you guys are an awesome team.
Pero
and,
él nos ha ayudado con la
people are
música,
mind are gonna be
bro.
blown when they see us. So thanks
bien
again.
puto.
That was great. All right, let's see. Who do we have next?
Hi, Zach, and everybody in the Justice
Patty
League
Jenkins?
crew. I have a question. So, as somebody who is so very excited to get to see your vision of Justice League and that you're finally getting this chance to really show us the film that was always intended and one that we're all so super excited to see, I wanted to know, probably what everybody wants to know is, can you
Diría el
hint
enmascarado royal.
something
Disfrútenlo.
that the world has never seen, that you
Sí,
have
pero no
been
lo hagan.
so
Si
excited to
publica
let us
Dipsu,
all get a
sáquenlo
glimpse
del
at,
chat, por favor.
without
Baneen
too
ya
many
ese, güey.
spoilers.
Okay.
Permaban
How do I
al
do this
Brumians.
without giving too
Si
many
publico yo,
spoilers? You're going to see something with Flash in this film
Brumians.
I don't think that you've ever
si
seen
publica
before.
Dipsu
Something that
que
has to
no
do with his
peleemos el chat,
abilities.
que sad,
Because you know
bro,
he's
que
a
sad.
quantum
¿Estás
character.
escuchando, sí o no?
He interacts with time and space, so you might
Que si
see him do
publica
something
Brumians,
that is
le
timely.
den
But
permaban.
awesome, Patty. Awesome question, and it's awesome to see
Es
you.
buena onda.
All right, let's
No,
move
ese
along,
güey
shall
no
we?
cae bien, güey.
And I think I want to ask some questions. So let's get some people on the line if we can. I'd like to get, there's some super
¿Y
fans
cómo vas
who
con
are
tus
standing
proyectos,
by,
joven
I see.
senpai? Platícale
One
al
of them
público.
is Fiona
Todo
from
bien,
China.
todo correcto.
She is dear to our hearts.
¿Y tú qué
She
te
was one of the
alegras?
founding members of the Snyder Cut movement and really instrumental in bringing it to all of
Bro,
us.
ya
So
quiero ver
let's
las
get her
nuevas
on the line
pelis de
and
DC.
say hi.
Se ven buenas.
Oh my God, Zach and his studio. It's like a dream come true.
I'm gonna ask
¿Qué
you some
sientes en estos
questions. Are you
momentos,
ready?
bro, al ver el
Okay,
tráiler
I'm
en mi
ready.
primer DC
First off
fandom?
was what about this movement and the Snyder Cut and the whole thing?
Pues
What
algo
was the thing
bien
that got
chido,
you to say like, hey, you know what? I gotta
es
like get involved in
este
this.
After I saw
es ser
Batman
único y hacerse
Batman
notar.
with Superman in theaters 4 years ago in China, I
Cool.
was blown away. After watching
Oh, mira,
Justice
Fiona
League, it
Shank,
was
ella qué papel va a
immediately
interpretar.
clear that many parts of the film were not consistent with your usual filmmaking style. So we are the fans. We knew that there was a real version of the film out there. We started asking for it.
Sí, sí.
Why
¿Qué
not?
pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Ya
We
se unió aquí
started
el
a
PAP,
petition,
señores.
if you remember.
El buen Paps.
That reached to
¿Quién es el
180k people signed.
El
Then I think
Blue
it's not
72.
enough.
Ese chavo.
So I created a website
Puta.
called forsnydercut.com.
Más bien,
That
¿qué es
allowed us
Paps?
to start doing some
Más
online
bien,
and real-world
¿dónde es
events,
Paps?
such as
¿Por qué,
Twitter
Paps?
trends, raising money for AFSP, letter
¿Quién es
writing,
Paps?
and phone calls to Warner Brothers. Now,
¿Qué
here we
es
are.
Paps?
¿Cuál es el significado de ese
Wow.
Paps?
And look what happened.
Güey, ya nos contestó el Paps. El Paps es una idea.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
¿Qué
So
idea?
did you really think it
Como
was
el
going to happen
profesor
though,
Santos.
when we
definitivamente.
really started to when it got closer?
It all started with hope
Bueno,
and
sí,
dream.
no te
So
acabo.
many moments I think never
Ya
go
se
beyond
fue,
that.
bien puto.
To actually achieve a dream, you need organization and selflessness. Then we
¿Cómo
have a
crees, Pap? Nos
team
abandonaste.
that who put a billboard in Times Square.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think you remember that.
Yeah. Fantastic.
When you see all these people, when you fight
Bueno, ¿qué
alongside
opinas
such
cómo va
talented and generous people,
la DC,
you know it's not possible.
la
It's
DC
a
fandom?
Yeah.
Even we had
Va
many
bien.
obstacles,
Me está
we
gustando
know
lo
we
que,
will win
lo que
this.
están mostrando.
Yeah, it's fun. I always thought it was funny that like the scale.
¿Qué pedo? Ya
started
te
to get
mencionó
bigger
la
and bigger,
Chin,
and we would
chavales.
notice, like, oh my gosh.
Y otros
se fue el
pop-ups.
Remember, because it was like a bus stop in
Okay, de nuevo,
Comic-Con,
Chin.
and then a billboard in
Ken
Times
Dotson.
Square, and then on the anniversary of Justice League, and it just goes completely nuts, and everyone's like, okay.
It's like snowball.
Les paso el link para que
Rolling,
vean lo que
rolling
estamos
with
viendo, chavos.
a big snowball.
Yeah, a giant snowball now. Yeah. What was your favorite moment?
Díganle al Paps
for you
que se
in
nos
the
una.
whole,
Que no se
experience?
ofrece.
I think my answer to this question evolved. I started out because I admire you. I love you. I want to fight for you and your work. But as time passed, I became just much
Sí, güey,
about
pero más al
fighting
rato.
alongside my
Ahorita-
fellow community members.
Ahorita
It's
todavía no
power
está lo
from
chido,
art,
güey.
mostly. Power
Alguien
from
piensa en los
you
niños.
empowered us.
Well, that's amazing and kind. And well, it's amazing to see you, and thank you so much for connecting with us.
Ya quiero
I
que
can't
salga
wait
el
to come
pinche
to
tren.
China.
Please come to China.
Ya salió,
I will be your
bro.
guide. So,
No,
so
el tráiler
see
de
Yeah, see
la
you
liga.
soon. Thank you, Fiona.
you. No.
Okay. We have another call
Ya salió, bro.
from Dexter, another amazing friend and another
¿No has
amazing
visto la
fan
filtración?
who also was super important in the creation and
pedo? ¿Qué onda,
cultivation of this movement. He's
¿Quieres que
been
saque tu
around for
cara
a
al
long
público,
time
Watson?
and really making this happen. So let's talk to Dexter. Dexter,
Va a empezar a
Hi.
escribir en código Morse.
How are you, my friend?
awesome. I'm glad you came. It's great to see you.
Thank you. Great to see you as well.
So I got you on the spot because I want to ask you a couple questions. So I guess the first question is, what are your initial thoughts, and where were you when you first heard about the Snyder Cut movement, or how did it come on your radar?
Yeah, well, it was very early on. I tell you, right after the
Otra vez nada más
viewing of the
estamos
theatrical
yo y
edition, I
Dixon.
went to the internet
Así
and
es,
I felt
amigos,
that
así es.
I couldn't be the only one that felt a certain way.
Mientras no digamos la
After maybe a few
mientras no
weekends,
digamos
I
la
had a few
palabra
chats
con Y,
with a few
todo bien.
people, and
No sé de qué hablas.
yeah, it kind of
Hablas
fell
de
into
la
my
palabra
lap,
con
and I
J.
said, this is something that I can really get
Ah, bueno,
behind. And I did what I could in order to try to help, and here I am, multiple years later.
Y ahorita llega el
still
Paps y lo
trying to
dice,
be
¿no?
a forefront of this whole thing to help you guys out, and
Y nos
thankfully,
banean de por vida.
it's been a positive turn of events.
Yeah, like how crazy is it that, like I was saying the other day, I shot the movie in 2016. Like that's when I was on set shooting, and here we are in 2021, and well, coming up to, and that's when the movie's going to come out, and seems impossible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So to that, when you started in this movement, did you think there was a chance that it would actually that they would do?
Bro, hay
That's
que
a
crear
really
el
great
reloj
question.
del
Early
tiempo
on, I had
No.
high hopes about it.
para
And
acelerar
I
y ya
think it was
poder
just
ver por
because of
fin.
my ignorance on how the industry
No,
worked.
no podrías con
Toward,
semejante poder.
a quarter into it, I kind of was like, well, we're not really speaking their
Si
language.
llegaron los
How can we
aliens,
get them to
ahorita, ¿qué
wanna do
harías?
this for us? I think that's the key, and what made it
La
really
verdad,
happen is just the
sí.
fact that they saw that there were so
Lo
many
saludaría.
people
¿Ves? No
that
estás
really
listo.
wanted to stand behind the artistry of it all, the
Son
artists,
buena
and
onda,
the
algunos.
integrity of it.
¿Ves?
And,
No estás listo.
yeah, here we are.
I always felt like when I was sort of observing this
¿Tú estás
movement,
listo?
in a lot of ways,
No.
for fans, the way the comic book calendar is set
¿Tú
up.
qué harías
you know?
si
It'd be
llegaran
like,
los
oh, the
aliens
anniversary of the
específicamente
release,
contigo?
or Comic-Con, or Brazil
Pues
Comic-Con,
nada,
or New
no
York
puedo hacer
Comic-Con,
nada.
and you guys just always kind of using those
Si tuviera un
events
búnker, me
as
iría a
like
esconder al
springboard,
búnker.
because you're like, look, we got something to say, so it always felt like.
Yeah, it's tough coming up with those things at
O
times.
sea,
Really,
no,
we
no,
would
no
chat a
vería si
lot
son
of behind the
buenos o
scenes,
malos
Zoom
directamente
calls
al
and
búnker
phone
y
calls and
desde ahí
WhatsApp
vería si son
messages,
buenos
really
o
trying to
malos.
come up with
¿Sabes?
what can we do next? We're thinking about our next
Pero
event.
¿cómo
And then
sabrías
you
quién
would-
es
so you
quién?
kind of give us a little hint or a little something to play
Y no
along
se
with,
vería.
and it just really ignited us to
Obviamente,
continue on. So
no
thank
es
you
que
for
como
that.
que lleguen
Yeah,
a tu
that for
casa,
me was
¿sabes? Y
amazing.
digan,
It was,
"Ah, eso,
it was
vamos a-".
cool to have this
Obviamente
kind of
no llegarán a
conversation
vernos ni a
with
ti
the
ni a mí,
fans,
¿sabes?
where I could like
Irían con el gobierno de algún país o de la ONU, no sé dónde irían, pero pues, apenas se supiera que hay, yo me voy a esconder en un búnker, o sea, porque cuando lleguen obviamente no creo que lleguen, o sea, si se muestran van a llegar con sus naves. O sea.
Obviamente.
Además, no creo que les interese venir por nosotros, ¿sabes? ¿Qué tenemos de interesantes?
¿Que somos humanos?
Sería como ir a ver hormigas.
And this is just me, and I don't want to make things heavy, but just
Buen
the
punto.
opportunity to see the
Tienes un
smile
punto.
on yours and Debbie's face when it was official, it was just really heartwarming to me. And honestly, I did.
Hablando
tear up
de
a little
eso,
bit, I will admit, I teared up a little bit, but it's just because it was just a lot of work that paid off.
hay algo que debo
And I'm just
compartirte, bro.
excited to see that you guys were really, really happy.
Los
Well, I
marcianos
gotta
llegaron
admit
ya.
that we also, you know, when we
Algo
when
así.
we heard the news, we all got pretty emotional.
Es lo mismo,
and,
pero no es-
it's
lo mismo,
been
pero
an
no es
incredible
igual.
journey. And for us, one of the amazing parts is that we were able to, you know, interact with and be part of this fan community in an amazing way.
Vamos a ver cómo va esto
Sort
de
of,
DC.
it's changed us and made us, you know, really grateful for being able to have this dialogue and also, frankly, feeling the incredible support for the work that I get to experience. You know, when we see these fan-generated events and things that really have nothing to do
Lloró uno
with
de los
selling a
actores,
movie
bro.
or doing anything that has to do with
Lloró de
commerce. It's
felicidad.
really for love, and we feel it. And also
Yo apenas
the
estoy
amazing
donde está
charitable
hablando
work
con el
that
señor
you guys, the
afroamericano.
amount of money you've raised for suicide prevention is just unbelievable. So,
Ah, pues es ahí donde
again,
es el
thank
que
you so
dijo
much.
eso de
We
que
really-
lloró
we
cuando
really
se enteró de que se iba a hacer
couldn't think of
realidad.
that. So, Dexter, thanks.
Thank you so much. It's been our pleasure. We appreciate it.
It's cool to interact with the fans and get to talk about this.
Es algo
journey
raro,
we've been on,
bro.
because it has been something quite amazing. Maybe I should talk for a second about how you guys are going to see the movie and what format we're going to have it in. It's going to be in 4 parts, 1 hour each. So 4 hours of Justice League is coming your way. We're going to work on a way of bundling it
¿Estás
together.
viendo el video
so
que
you
te
can watch
mandé?
it as a single
Ya estoy
film.
viendo el
That's
DC
really
Fandom,
one
que es lo que estamos
experience.
viendo, bro.
Also, to all my international fans and everyone
Es que
watching
son un
all
raro
over the world,
extraño.
don't worry if you
Un
don't have
raro
HBO
extraño.
Max because
Son un ruido
we're working on
extraño.
a distribution
Lo importante es el
plan,
DC
so I
Fandom,
promise
güey.
you, you're going to get a chance to see it.
Lo sé,
And if
lo
you guys
sé,
haven't
bro.
gotten your T-shirt yet, there's still hope. If you go to Into the People, you can get your associate producer shirt, and I want you guys. It all goes to a good cause, so please go grab a shirt if you can. I guess it's time to play the little teaser because that's why you're really here to see some footage from the movie, as I promised. So,
Voy a comprarme esa playera.
why don't we check that out? So here it is.
Ahí viene, ahí viene, ahí viene, ahí viene. Shh, shh, shh.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah.
Todos. Ah, va a salir, güey.
I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Listo, ya volví, que me perdí.
Zack Snyder, man.
Zack
Snyder.
Amazing,
Dios
and
mío.
that's how we do it in the DC fandom.
Bien vergas, güey. Hasta cantamos juntos todos aleluya.
Oh, un perrito con el tridente.
Bravo, tú, habla por ahorita. Yo también ahorita no te venía.
Va que va. Pero amigos, pues ahora estamos viendo cómo mandaron los fans cosas de sus perritos. Se ve genial. Hay perritos disfrazados de Superman, de Batman. Ah, hay uno del Guasón. Hay otro de... Se ve chido. Harley Quinn, Flash, Batman. Tanta creatividad. Bacho, me perdí el trailer. Lo tendré que ver después. ¿Qué onda, joven?
Hola.
¿Qué pasó, joven Brescian? ¿Cómo está hoy?
Bien, ando medio apurado porque rompí unas cosas y las ando arreglando. Rompí una pistola de silicón y rompí un cable de USB que cargaba un lápiz para dibujar. Entonces ando arreglando las dos cosas.
Oh, ya. ¿Y cómo vas con eso?
Bien, ya casi termino. Nada más de que me acordé que querían que nos uniéramos, pero nada más te veo a ti y a...
Ya
mí.
está.
Ajá, ¿qué querían? No.
Estamos transmitiendo el DC Fandom.
I'm quite good
¿Ya
at
pasó el
long jump.
trailer?
I spring a bit more than everyone else. I'm
nuestro
quite
canal de
bouncy.
YouTube de HX. Y ahorita ya salió el trailer. Ya pasaron el trailer de la Liga de la Justicia 2. Igual yo me lo perdí. ¿Qué está? Y ahorita
¿Hay espectadores?
DC Fandom is the place to be.
Are you ready for more
solamente
DC
uno.
fandom news? Stick
Claro,
around
pues,
because we've
uno
got the
de
Flash.
Pero ese uno creo que eres tú.
Sí, es probable.
Streameando. No pedo.
Y ahorita el joven Senpai no sé en qué se ocupó. Ya están hablando de Flash. Ah, de hecho igual Senpai dejó el link de lo que estamos viendo en la bandeja de chat de aquí de mí. Para que entres. Se ven que van a estar buenas las pelis de DC. Y está el tráiler de Flash.
My name is Barry Allen. I am the
De
Flash.
DC, de Flash y todo eso.
Welcome to DC Fandom. I'm
Pues,
Chancellor
sí.
Agard from
No las
Entertainment
he visto
Weekly, and this
completas,
is the
pero sí he
Flash
visto una que
panel.
otra
Joining me
cosilla
today, we have
relacionado
Grant
a eso.
Gustin, who plays the Scarlet Speedster himself, the Flash,
¿Crees
aka
que yo sí
Barry
las
Allen.
veo? Pero Flash,
Patton, who plays
hace
reporter
cuenta, veía Flash
Iris
hace
Westphalen.
años y vi la última temporada, la anterior, o sea, la que ahorita está, no sé si está en emisión, pero esta, la más reciente, no la he terminado de ver porque como que sí cambió bastante, ya no es lo mismo que la primera temporada.
Brandon
Mira, según.
McKnight, who plays enthusiastic scientist Chester P. Runk.
¿En serio?
Kayla Compton, who plays Central City citizen
Sí,
intern
cambió
Allegra Garcia.
bastante.
Also, we
Por
have
eso
showrunner
ya
and
no
executive producer
la
Eric
veía con mi
Wallace.
familia,
Hi, guys.
pero les puse el primer capítulo de la última temporada y no la vieron.
Which I think was a really unique
Se
year for the
aburrieron, yo
show,
creo.
because Eric, you decided to split this
A lo
into two
mejor.
parts. Looking back on it now, how
que
successful
sí,
do
le
you feel
hicieron
that
varios-
was that?
I thought it was really successful. In the first half with Blood
Sí,
Work,
sí, me
we were
entiendo.
able to really
Tengo
drill down
pendiente
on
verla,
Barry's story and
pero
on dealing
no-
with Crisis. In the
no he
back
empezado a
half,
verlas.
we're able to
También
really drill
Arrow
into Iris's
vi
character
creo que
and to
cinco
Citizen
temporadas.
and Eva's story. And then We'll see at the top of
¿Y
season
qué te
7 how
parecieron?
it all comes together.
And for the cast, especially the ones who've been here since season 1,
Pues más
in
o
the
menos
moment,
como
did
que
you feel something
igual
different about the
las
show
primeras
and how it was
están de
structured?
cierto
I
modo
loved it. I was a big
interesantes,
fan of it.
pero
I'm
otras
really glad
más
that we got
adelante
to,
se
you know, it
ponen
gives the
aburridas.
opportunity to really flesh out those villains a little bit more and not
Como que
spread them out
pier-
so
como que
much that
perdieron
you
un poco
feel
la
like you're sort of
esencia,
filling
¿no?
in episodes to get to the end.
Sí.
Yeah, I think a show needs to change.
Y es que eso es por, yo creo,
As an
el
actor,
cambio de
too, it
directores o algo
prevents
parecido.
fatigue throughout the season. 22 episodes is a long time,
Probablemente.
9 months. And I think
Algo
for us
perdieron, la
having this
verdad.
kind of break in the season where a new sort of storyline emerges kind of puts us in a headspace of, you know, feeling reinvigorated with the work.
The first half of the season was very much about sort of Barry's walk up
Todos
to
odian
crisis
a
and
Iris.
dealing with his mortality.
No tengo nada en contra de la actriz, pues hace su trabajo, pero sí es un poco chocante que siendo ¿cómo decirlo?
Grant, for you, what was it like sort of digging
Siendo
into Barry
una
in that way in the first half of the season, especially with
mesera
episodes like The Last
en una
Temptation?
That was
cafetería
a really
termine
special
siendo
episode to me, and I think it really was a good episode
la
to show
directora
just
de
kind
la
of the culmination of all of his
¿cómo decirlo?
emotions and the conflict kind of boiling over. I just felt really lucky with all the material they gave me.
Sí,
in
o sea,
The
la
Last
líder del
Temptation of
equipo
Barry Allen.
Flash como que
And on
sí
the
es
flip side, we dug a
chocante.
lot more into Iris as a journalist. For you, Candace, what was it like to sort of
¿Por qué?
explore that side of Iris in more detail?
It was a long time coming. I think we've
Porque
kind of teased Iris
todavía
being
su
this ace
papá
reporter
pues
since
tiene
season 1. It's always
tiene
kind of been put on
el
the back
callo de
burner,
ser
so it was
policía,
a
¿no?
nice
Pero ella
treat to finally have
pues
it
nada
be at the
más
forefront of her character arc for the season.
que
It's such a
recuerde
male-dominated
era
cast. I love these guys,
servía en
but
una
having more
cafetería
women and having this kind of
y sus
Charlie's
reportajes
Angels
eran en un
reporter
sitio
team,
web
it was really cool. It
y
brought
se
a
debió
new
de haber
energy to
quedado
the
ahí
show,
porque
and I hope we
entrar
carry on with that in
a
the
algo
next
que
season.
sería casi
And
como
also,
grado
there's a bit of
militar
this
es
season we
demasiado,
got
es un
2 new
salto
characters
extremista
with
para
Chester and Kayla, and
lo que es
2
el
now
desarrollo del
series
personaje.
regulars coming into season 7.
Por
How
eso es
was
que
your
no
experience
me
sort of
gusta
coming into a show that sort
que
of
ella diga
season in and
somos
sort of
Flash
finding your way
porque
through
pues,
it?
realmente
I was intimidated
los que
for
sí
sure.
le echan
I knew these
ganas
guys
es
were a
Cisco
family,
y
and
Wells
I was nervous. Danny was one
y
of the
pues obvio
first
Flash.
people that made me feel
Ella casi no
so
tiene
welcome.
esa
We were shooting a scene and
pues
she
lo que
just
se
took me under
necesita.
her wing instantly, and I remember she was like, "Do you want to take a picture?" And I was like, "Do
Vaya,
I
vaya.
want to take a picture
Un gran
with
cambio en la
you?"
trama.
Yes. And then I got the courage to like ask other people to take pictures because she had like made me feel so welcome instantly.
I was a big fan. I am a big fan of the show, and I watched the show. The Flash is my little sister's favorite superhero, so we've watched the show since season 1. So I came in already like understanding what the show was about, like what the show's tone was, stuff like that. For me, it was more so just
¿Cuál es
just
el estreno
meeting
que más
everybody
esperas
and
para
trying to find my spot
de
in my
esto de
place
DC Comics?
without interrupting or changing too much.
And Brandon, I know in the past,
¿Escena?
Eric has
¿Estreno?
talked about how Chester, he views sort of Chester
Sí,
is
bueno,
sort of
los
like him, as a
próximos
bit of
lo
a scientist.
podrías
I'm
repetir.
curious, one, what conversations did you have with
¿Cuál
Eric
es el
about
que el
the
estreno que
crafting
más
of the performance
esperas
of
de lo que
Chester?
están
Two, did you base any of
Sí.
it on Eric himself?
Lo
I
que
remember
más
the
esperas
first day on set,
de lo que
I
estamos
met
viendo
Eric, and I remember him
de
just telling me,
fandom
this
de
guy's
este
brain
Flash.
works
¿Qué crees
faster than
que
his mouth.
por
He
la
can't
misma
speak as quickly as
por
he
la misma
thinks.
razón de que cambió bastante? Realmente ahorita lo que estaría esperando sería lo de la película, ¿no? Del Snyder Cut. ¿Por qué? Porque vi la película en el cine y pues la
Kayla, with
verdad no
Allegra, I'm
me
curious, coming into the
me
show, I mean, how
aburrió.
did you sort
Entonces
of
quiero
connect
ver
with your
si
character and what
si
made you relate to
realmente
her?
es tan
The way I
buena
look at
como
Allegra is
consideran que
that
será.
she just wants to
De ahí en
fit
fuera
in
las
and
series,
belong
pues ahorita
somewhere,
como
and I
estoy
just super resonate with that.
ahora sí que en
Family is really
hiatus no
important
he
to me, my
visto
friendships are
nada
really
nuevo
important to me, and
de
belonging
lo
to
que
something
ha
or
salido,
having a
pues no estoy
community
esperando
is
más.
just really important to me. So that was
Ahora
one
sí
of the
que como en
first
One
things
Piece
that I like
me puse al
connected with
día
Allegra.
y ahorita lo
She
nuevo que sale
just
no me
wants
interesa
family.
porque
She like
no he
wants to
visto lo
belong, and
que
she hasn't
me
had that
falta.
previously. And so I
No sé si
I
me
super
explico.
resonate with her.
Sí,
on
sí te
that level.
explicas.
For you, I
Good
guess,
news, you're in the Flash family now.
Yeah.
Danielle, I mean, this season 6 was all about sort of Frost finding
Entonces,
herself or finding a way to craft a
igual
new
me
life for
pasa,
herself.
por
For you, what was
ejemplo,
it like to
también con
explore
los
that journey with
videojuegos.
this character?
It was
No
great.
me
It was
pongo al
really
día,
fun
no,
to
no
get to
estoy al
explore
tanto de
Killer
las
Frost as
novedades
a
porque hay
real
muchos juegos que
character
no he
and a
jugado.
person and a human being with
Entonces nada
feelings
más
and
entré a lo
emotions and
de
not just necessarily this person
Ubisoft
who, you know, pops up for a
porque
fight and
me
then
llamaba la
disappears and we
atención
don't really
saber lo
know
de
her perspective on things. So it was
Assassin's
really fun to
Valhalla
get to dig
y
in and
aparte,
flesh
pues,
that out and have a little
quería
bit of
juego
fun with it,
gratis, el de...
like Candace was saying earlier,
¿Cuál
it's
fue el
nice
que
to have
dieron?
the variety
Watch
after,
Dogs 2.
6 seasons and 100 and, I mean, we're rapidly approaching 150 episodes.
On the subject of change, this season
Nada
for
más por
Cecile,
entré, la verdad.
decides to become a meta attorney for metahumans. For you, what has it been like to see this character evolve from?
Pues yo como fue la primera vez que vi un evento de esto de
It's a
Ubisoft,
blast for me because
por
I
eso
got to
igual me
be
llamó la atención y
a
porque
regular
igual
person, I
quería
got to be a
saber cosas de
telepath,
los
and I got
juegos.
to be an empath, and then now
Y
I
pues
am
sí,
a
estuvo
meta
chido.
attorney.
Y
Meta
al momento
defense
de que
attorney.
pasó de Watch
And
Dogs,
then, from what I
estuvo
understand,
chido.
there's going to be some shifts next season too.
Is there something
Y
that you're
luego
hoping to do that you
regalaron
haven't gotten a chance to do on the show yet?
juegos
I
y cada
have
que yo ponía el
always, this is
código
no,
ya
this is
estaba
not news
ocupado.
to
¿Quién
anybody,
sabe
Eric
cómo
will
le
not be
hicieron para
surprised.
ganarse
I
el
have wanted
pinche
Cecile
los
to
juegos
be
que
bad
regalaron al
just a
comienzo?
little bit bad forever. Like just a
Todos
little bit.
los que intenté
Because she's so good.
aparecía y me tomaba el
I would have a
tiempo
lot of
de
fun
estarlo
playing like
escribiendo y
bad
no
Cecile.
lo alcanzaba a ganar.
Unfortunately, Eric does not
Los
believe me
códigos
to be
que
as good
daba
of a
que
writer
ponían
as
en la
I
parte
am.
inferior izquierda,
So he continues to not buy my pitches.
yo no pude agarrar ningún.
No alcancé ni uno solo.
I am listening.
And Carlos, I mean, this season 5 ended with him giving up his powers, and this season was very much about him figuring out what his role on the team
Yo
was
cuando vi que
without
estaban
those
saliendo
powers.
códigos,
luego con el
After
desmadre.
5 seasons of Cisco's vibe, what was it like for you to explore this new this
yo
Cisco and
cuando
a new
estaba
play
viendo
for
los
this?
códigos que iban saliendo me quedé así de no manches, ¿se están regalando juegos o objetos para los juegos o qué onda?
I'm actually feeling a lot like Cisco these days because like
Pues la verdad yo
you know, I'll
tampoco
have a
supe como
fan
no
that
alcancé
I'll,
ni uno
like,
solo, no
see on the
supe
street
qué.
or whatever. They'll be like, yo, but vibe though.
Sí, suele
Come
pasar.
on.
Pero al menos nos quedamos con los
Creo que mi
regalos.
personaje favorito